Hello Tacticians, and welcome back to Kaurin's Terrible Raid series. Today I'll be fighting the Avatar of Khaine again, this time on the west spawn of Flatonia, with my Neurothrope team, making this sort of a sister video to that from the 13th of May. For direct comparisons between the two runs/sides, please note that this one is from after the Ahriman's passive rework and only at Legendary 4, making the Neurothrope stronger and the fight less hurty. But the strategy should still work for Legendary 5 with a Neurothrope thick enough to eat the Wrath. Alexa will be updating the Nerdoparasite stacks count semi-regularly for your inconvenience, and with that, let's get into it! When the Avatar spawns in the west on this map, run Abraxas to the west healing hex, move Yazagor south of him to trigger Abraxas' passive eventually, and hit the Avatar with the Neurothrope to start the Parasite stack. At Legendary 4 or below, you can safely use Neurothrope's active on turn 1. At Legendary 5, you may want to keep it for later to heal the Neurothrope after the Wrath. Next, attack the East Warlock with Ahriman, and finish him off with Thaddeus if needed. Then drop the Pinky to kill the West Warlock and attack the Avatar with Yazagor, who now has his passive and the Thousand Suns trait triggered. Place a Spore on the southwest corner to bait out the Avatar's stab attack at the edge of the map where it won't block off your movement. I can't promise the Guardians will spawn in the northwest, but if they do, that's great. Position your team on the healing hexes like this and attack with Abraxas first. With some luck, the Pinkies and Abraxas' splash attacks will each hit a different Guardian, triggering the Thousand Suns trait for Ahriman's active and for Yazagor. It's probably not worth trying to trigger it with the Neurothrope too. This turn's Spore should go in the northeast corner, because you want the next Guardians to spawn in the south. The Pinky should push a Guardian in range of Ahriman. Use that to your advantage to recharge Ahriman's active while keeping him out of the blast zone. Next, confirm that your Neurothrope can eat the Inferno, including the following Flame Tick. If yes, take the West Healing Hex with Yazagor. If not, give it to the Neurothrope and run Yazagor south. Attack with Abraxas and Thaddeus while setting the Avatar on fire with Abraxas' melee attack. Drop the Spore somewhere in the south. The Avatar should now have enough stacks that you want to use Yazagor/Neurothrope combo, unless the Neurothrope got close combat weakness or if it needs to heal up with its active. Try to set the Avatar on fire with Abraxas' melee attack, then use Ahriman's active, use Thaddeus' active to get another Parasite stack while Thaddeus is in melee, and position the Neurothrope so that Yazagor is safe after he uses his active on the Neurothrope from next to Abraxas. Put the Spore in the southeast corner to get the Guardians to spawn somewhere in the west. Go from there. The priorities are to keep the Neurothrope away from melee and the Avatar on fire. If possible, get a ranged kill with Ahriman on turn 5 to use his active again on turn 6. With the Avatar being on fire already, and the current positioning, it was slightly better to attack the Guardians with Abraxas to trigger the Thousand Suns trait for Ahriman's active and for Yazagor's Abraxas buffed attack. Thanks to the Ahriman/Neurothrope buff, this is actually my personal best now, with some room for improvement by further upgrading the heroes and their abilities, but mostly by swapping out Thaddeus for Zibia. The 20% extra damage from her active for Neurothrope's special turn and one Ahriman active should be worth it, even if the Parasite stacking may be a little slower with her, because she's not quite as flexible as Thaddeus is. And now I'll rerun the fight without stops and commentary for your undisturbed gooning pleasure, and some extra watch time for me. Stop imagining a bent Thaddeus, you perv. And now you've officially made it through the whole video. Congratulations! I hope it educated or entertained you, and I expect to see you again soon, Tactician.